Hello. I started to dig in this radio forgetting that I said that I was going to perhaps make a video. So I stopped right where I was and decided to whip out the camera here. So this is this radio. Kind of minty green. Pretty cool. This is the chassis inside. The first thing you notice is that the dial cord's all busted up. So when you turn the tuning knob, the tuning capacitor does not spin. Gotta take care of that. The other thing is I did fire it up before I took it apart, and it hums bad. Oh, even before that, the tubes were all in backwards. So always check your tube placement before you turn it on. So basically what you're seeing here are the old and original capacitors. That red one might not be original, but it's going anyway. This is the guy that makes everything hum really bad. So I don't think I'm gonna show myself soldering on video. There's really no reason to show that, so I might just do kind of a before and after video here. So this is the chassis before all the capacitors are replaced. Alright, I decided to fire it up one more time before I worked on it, just so you can kind of hear it before and after too. So these tubes are going to warm up. You can hear it's kind of already humming. But when these tubes warm up, it will get loud and hummy. Is hummy a word? Here it comes. I'll increase the volume and kind of tune in the station. Try to anyway. Yeah, it's not gonna let me tune anything in. Interesting. But anyway, that's not a nice sound. Not a good sound. We don't like that. I wonder why it's not pulling anything in right now. Anyway, we'll be back later. So I just wanted to point something out while I was in the middle of this. If I can find my pointer, here it is. Here's a good example of the point-to-point wiring of the day. So you see this capacitor here is, one end of it goes here and the other goes here, which is literally like right across here to here. But because these things were so big back in the day, they had to, move it off to the side and kind of solder it around in a circle and move it way up out of the way. So I'm going to put the replacement in and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. All right, I cut that capacitor out, and this is one of the legs of it right here, this black wire. And the other one is, you can't see this black wire here that ties in right here. It literally goes from here to here. Yet we had that big thing go all the way around. So I'll put the new one in and I'll show you how it looks. All right, so as you can see, the capacitor, that orange one, or red, whatever color you want to call that, that was soldered, let's see, here and here, but was mounted all the way around the outside of the chassis here, was replaced. This is the modern day equivalent. Big difference, right? So it's a lot easier to go point to point and be neat about it. That's it. I'll come back when I finish doing the rest. All right, here we are. I'm finished. I'm not the neatest or best solder person in the world. Whoops, I gotta cut that tail off right there. Forgot about that one. But you can see the giant electrolytic. I mean, this is a two-part electrolytic. You can see about a 50 and 30. So believe it or not, the 33 here is bigger than the 47. So this will be the 50 and this will be the 30. You could see Some are so small that I had to J-hook them in to the original leads. I don't like to do that, but you do that when it's necessary. Showed you that one, so I mean, you get the idea. There's a lot more room under there than there used to be with all those old capacitors. I saved them. They kind of look like that. I only saved them for one reason, and I read somewhere once that somebody pays money to hollow them out and put their replacements inside of them so the radio looks original. I'm not that crazy, so I'm not going to do that. Well, that might be debatable, but I won't be doing that. So, anyway, I'll tape some more as I make some progress. All right, just to give you an idea.
We have spent years bringing together men who know that without power.
That's my local transmitter here in the house, but
now they wait on.
Well, we'll see how this goes over the next 24 hours.
That's just the number of refunds filed.
keep in mind I'm here in my basement, so reception isn't going to be the best. And I always have this radio on in the background too. That's my shop radio. What I have going on is I have a laptop here that plays Sirius XM, and it pumps it into that transmitter right there. It's my AM transmitter, just in case you were wondering. It's on all the time. It's great. Just fire up any radio and listen to it. All right, I mean, there's a couple things going on here. The phono switch, cutting out the radio and that kind of thing. So more work to do, but just wanted to show you that hum, that massive hum is gone, and the radio works for the most part. I'll be back. All right, just a quick look at the chassis. It's kind of clean. I don't go nuts anymore. I mean, it's inside the box. It's inside the case, and you don't actually see the chassis, so I don't go crazy clean. I do like to clean the tubes, of course, being careful not to wipe off the tube number. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. Sometimes they actually do come off, so I do them one at a time so I know which one is which. I just like getting the dust off the tubes. Cuts down on the smell too while the tubes are cooking. So cooking the dust that's on them. So that's it. Just a bit of a cleanup. Got rid of the dust. Clean inside the capacitor there, the tuning capacitor, just to get rid of the dust. Dust can cause shorts sometimes. So that's it. Next, I'm going to work on cleaning up this case. I mean, it looks pretty good, but when you get up close, you can see there's, some swirls and lines and scratches and, of course, dirt. So I'll probably get to that in a day or two. So I'm done for tonight. So next time, see you later.